So, for a music story, Ian will enjoy this one too, because it's such a stereotype for musicians. But like, okay. So, I play flute, sax, drums, some bass, not very well, but like flute was my main instrument. But I started playing flute when I was 4 years old, and as I grew older, I was like one of those child prodigy musicians, right? Like I was on magazines and shit. This is why I don't like to talk about it a lot too much, because like I know what fame does, and this is why I do VTubing. There's things that musicians know that other people that aren't musicians don't know in terms of like what we talk about. And one of those things is, if there's a guy flute player, he's either trash or amazing. There's no in between, okay? Like if you see a girl playing a flute, she could be any level of skill, you have no idea. But guys are exclusively trash or amazing. And I was the amazing type that was first chair for everything, and would never practice my school's music because it was too easy. I'd be practicing like 6 to 8 hours a day on like at my place with my flute teacher's music, in preparation for conservatories and like you know, actually playing complex shit. I was playing like the magic flute and stuff at like 8 years old or some shit. That was insane. The reason why I'm telling you guys this preface is for this story to make sense. I was in middle school, high school area around there, okay? And I was told that I was supposed to go to flute camp for the summer. I had never been to like a summer program for anything because I was a bookish kid who didn't really care about that sort of shit. And all it was like play flute every day, all day, right? And here's the thing though. You're going to not a band camp, but a flute camp, right? Who plays the flute? Mostly women. And so I'm going to this place where I'm staying for like a month or so at like in my teenage years with a bunch of girls. I get to this band camp and it's like, it's at like some college, okay? Like we're not college students. It's just like, it's at some college that's like empty and we get to use all their stuff and we get to stay in like their dorm area there. American Pie vibes already. It's even crazier than you think, Ten. So when I tell you in this entire flute camp, I was one of 4 guys. There were 86 women and 4 guys. The ratio is insane. To make this even funnier, 2 out of the 4 guys are social pariahs. They don't know how to talk to the women at all. They're not really good flute players either. They're just guys. The third guy isn't too bad. But yeah, so we're playing, I'm focused on playing these instruments. But you can't miss with 86 girls, right? We had a fun summer, but I was so focused on playing the instruments, I was just not. Like I had fun. I watched horror movies with the girls too, and like, you know, played cards and like all sorts of stuff like that. But I wasn't like actively pursuing a lot of it because, you know, your boy Awesome is the kind of person that's like focused on his goals. So I'm like, we gotta play this music correctly. And oh, I've never seen an alto flute before or a bass flute. Didn't know they existed. I'm like, why is this flute so big? So I'm like, oh man, this is fascinating stuff. Like putting on my nerd glasses, right? Fascinating things. And like everybody else is like, why are the girls talking to you and not us? And I'm like, I don't know. Probably because I wasn't focused on getting a girl. I was like fascinated about what we're doing, and the girls were like, oh, this is cool, isn't it? I'm like, oh, have you ever played one of these before? And like I'm engaging them on like an intellectual level. Some of the girls were like, you want to come back to our place? Like, or our room? Like, sure, what do you want to do? Like, oh, watch horror movies. And the guys are like, wait, why can we come? Like, oh, we're already full, but I get the place too cramped. Like, let's just get Awesome over there, and that's it. You know, we don't have room for anybody else. And like, I get there, and like, there's the 4 girls in the room, me, and then later 4 more girls show up. So there was room for the other guys, but they just didn't get into those places. Awesome to become one of the girls. I mean, fair, I've told you guys, like, I've always had more girlfriends than guy friends. So, like, I've always been one of the girls. I wasn't, like, invite him to the slumber party kind of girl. like guy, you know, but like I'm just there. So one of the girls. The standards for that are so low, really, you know? Really, if you want to be one of the girls, actively talk to people, like the girls, don't try to get in their pants, and actually care about what they have to think about. They say and they think about it. Like, oh, what is that? Like, I'd love to know about it. What makes you like it so much? Please tell me about it, right? And people love to talk about things they love, and they light up, and that's the moment that I love the most. That's all it is. That's not hard.